and we are also facing the wind. Okay, we are facing the wind, and the wind is pushing us back, and we are facing it. So you can feel the splash of the water and everything. Hello brothers, sisters. So in this video, I'll be explaining to you what was really going through my mind at this moment, okay, and the whole sea thing. And if you've not seen the whole episode or the full episode, the video will be in the description box. Check it out and have an amazing view from start to finish, how the whole thing started and how it ended. So first of all, I was really happy that something like this happened on that day, because it really gave me a full kind of coverage on the sea. Though I couldn't do the overnight where we sleep on top of the sea to know how they sleep and etc. But I believe in the near future I'll be doing that episode for you guys to see how they sleep on the sea, how they ease themselves and all those things. Okay, but then with this kind of storm been happening, I'm glad, I'm happy it really happened this way. So after hours being on the sea, that I didn't vomit, though I had a bit of seasickness and etc. But I didn't vomit, meaning I've passed a mark, yeah? Because most people go to the sea and they vomit. Even the fishermen themselves, they do vomit. But then, me being a regular guy, being on the sea for the first time ever in my life, I didn't vomit, and I knew I've passed a mark, and that determination, that vim was really helping me. Because of the wave, how the canoe, the wave is waving or moving the canoe, and I'm now feeling the nausea. I feel like vomiting. Yeah, over the foam. But when we're moving, I wasn't feeling like that. But anytime we stop and we drop the anchor, and the wind of the wave, start to move the canoe left, right, center, then I feel like that, vomiting. But when it got to this point, I felt something different, like what I was really wanted to see. Though I didn't know it was going to rain, but then I wanted to see when the sea turns, how they handle things and so forth. So at this moment, there was only two things that I was really worried about. One is with the fuel, that if the fuel will be sufficient enough for us to get home. And also the time in which we get home, that was one of my priority. Like I was thinking, so what time will you get home? And at this point, it's no joke anymore. It's no joke anymore. These people have their experience. They think I also have this kind of experience. No, I want to go home. At this point, I want to go home. Look over there. Look at the weather. The whole place is taking back, and we are still here. The anchor is still down. We are not moving. These are the tsunami. Wow, man, the whole place has changed. Wow. Now I feel the coldness anyway. If I'm not know the kind of, yo. That one thing most people doesn't know. Looking at this video, you could easily tell that the wave is coming back. It's pushing back to the sea. Okay, this wave is not going back, or it's not going to the shore. It's really coming back to the sea. So whilst we are sailing towards the shore, the wave is pushing us back. And it's not only at this moment that it's going back to the sea. Even on the normal level, when there's no storm and anything, the sea or the water still moves back. Okay, so right after the shore where the waves comes, right after that point, the water moves back. That's why it's risky when someone gets drowned, because it's difficult to find the person. The water pushes back to the sea. So at this point, you can see that the wave is coming back, and we are also sailing to the shore. So we are using more fuel, and the wind is also pushing us back as well. So it's like we are forcing to penetrate, and the thing is also moving us back, right? And when it happens like this, the person controlling the machine is the one to be more focused. Any slight mistake will cause a disaster, okay? Because you have to know how you'll be able to come over the waves, because the wave is coming with the wind and everything. So you have to know how the speed and everything, so that you're able to dodge and climb over the waves without somersaulting and a whole lot. And as time passed by, it was getting worse and worse. Man, the storm or the waves keep changing, like it keeps multiplying. It's like from 1 to 100 or 1 to 10. Man, it keeps multiplying. So another thing that most people doesn't know, that being on the sea or sailing on the sea is just like being on the road. we have hills, we have descents, we have portals on the sea. Man, we are amazed to see all this thing on the sea. And it's the same wave that creates all this, being the hill, the descent, and the portals. So this video is a clear example of how the portals and the hill and the descent, you see how it goes in and sometimes comes up. They're able to identify any canoe. As soon as they see the canoe, they're able to identify it. And this here is going to Elmina, Edina.
That's a phone. What's your one, man?
I got that.
What's your one, man? What's your one, man?
What's up, yeah?
I'm a patrol, go on.
Yeah, so Edina, anyway. The one beautiful thing is that, like, when they see there's a communication that goes on, as I said earlier, there's always a communication goes on that goes on. It's like driving and you see a tractor driver driving and you see the fellow tractor mate or tractor driver. It will definitely give some options. Like, hey, police for one, so they'll use the hands gestures and the lights and everything for you guys to know that, or for the other driver to know that maybe there's a police, there's an accident or something. Same over here. Communicate when they see the other fishermen. So we stayed like this for 3 to 4 hours, and man, at a point I had to stop videoing because the rain was really hard. I had to think about my gadgets. Even at the end of the day, I'll end up losing one of my battery, the drum battery. The sea water or the salt content went inside the bag. Like, the whole place was wet. Okay, so I think it went in and one of the batteries is not working anymore. And also at a point, you think you're on a desert because 50 meters from the canoe, the whole place is very smooth. You could actually see breeze on the surface of the water, and you're thinking this is a heap of a sand, like those on the desert. Man, you literally think of walking on top of this because the whole place is smooth. And you could see the waves, but it's not that rough. Okay, it's under the water. Okay, and the surface is very smooth. It's beautiful. It's beautiful and really scary at the same time. And that moment, all what I was telling God that Papa need to see this name bam no mom fan high, you know, mom fan high. I'm from could feel some dream. I say it's so terrifying, and it's really beautiful to be on top and witness this at the same time. And one funny thing is that when the food was ready, I didn't have the appetite to eat. Me of all people, I didn't have the appetite to eat because one of the reasons was I thought we were lost. And yes, indeed, we were lost. So I didn't have the appetite to eat until we finally find a light, because it was dark already. Until we finally had the light, or found the light at the castle. And man, that's where I came back to my normal being, okay, to be able to eat. But then it was dark already. The whole place was dark. And man, it is what it is. So we finally got to the shore around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock p.m. And man, those elders who escorted us were there waiting for us because they have been calling us since, and we are not picking the call. So they were also scared that, man, look at this rain and these guys are not picking. What's really going on? So they were waiting for us at the shore, and it was funny, it was beautiful, and it's risky at the same time and scary. So mixed feelings. Yeah, there's a proper definition of mixed feelings. I was glad I was able to see this and to capture this for you guys to see. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please share, tell a friend, tell a brother. And if you want to see the full video, the link will be in the description box. Check it out and have an amazing view for yourself. And one sad thing is that upon all this video couldn't win the YouTube video of the year in Ghana last year, 2023, YouTube content creation video of the year. This video couldn't win it. How possible about that? Anyway, Orkodo. So, total darkness, and as you can see, man, we're heading back home, yeah, total darkness.